This is David with Peabody'sParadise.com, and I wanted to show you guys how to make a shipping box for live fish or live plants. And basically we're starting with a 7x7 by 6 priority USPS box. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to figure out how much insulation we need. I've got this rigid styrofoam. This is from Lowe's or Home Depot, and this is the 1/2 inch kind. It's important to know how thick it is because like the 1 inch and the 3/4 doesn't give you as much room, but likewise it doesn't give you as much insulation. So, but you really need to know how thick it is when you factor in the size of your templates. These are templates. These are extremely important. If you plan to ship more than once or twice, make templates because this makes your life a lot easier, keeps you from having to measure everything out. And I made these just by looking at the diameter on the box. It says 7x7x6 inner diameter. And then what I did was I just, for the one that goes right here on the bottom, I just did it, I just did a 7x7, I believe. And then for the ones that go on the sides, I have them kind of interlocking with each other. So I've cut them off 1/2 inch short. So this is actually a 1/2 inch short going left to right, and it's also a full inch short because it's taking up space here and here from this piece of insulation, because there's going to be one that goes on the bottom and one on the top. So when you look at it, like, it's going to look just like this. So you're going to have insulation here, and then insulation right here from the pieces going this way. But basically you just find a good starting point on here, just where it's got a straight line already, and then you just trace it out with a pen like this, and then you have your lines. Then you take a knife. Razor knife works good, or a big kitchen knife that's sharp, and you just cut it out so you get it where you want it, and that's it. I've already got some that are cut out to save everybody some time, and I got this piece. It's a large piece that goes in the bottom. As you can see, I put it all the way down to the bottom, and then with these pieces, these are the ones that I cut a 1/2 inch short lengthwise, and then a whole inch short top to bottom. And they kind of just fit in like a jigsaw puzzle, kind of. And they interlock with each other if you do this right, just like that. So you gotta look and make sure it's focusing. Does it look good?
Can
you see it good?
Yes.
Okay. And if you look closely, you can see how it interlocks right here, and these run into each other. And this is if you've got your template right, it'll do that. If your template's not, if it's too small, then these aren't going to fit tight. If it's too big, then it's not going to fit at all. So you'll get it figured out. You just have to work with it. But once these templates are done, keep them, and then you can use them every time you need to make boxes, and it makes your life a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and fill this box now. We've got some bags of baby tears. These are 2 baby tear pots. What I'm doing with these is I'm going to just bag them up together since they're in separate bags already. These bags are not waterproof though, so I'll go ahead and put them in a waterproof fish bag. I'm just going to kind of separate them a little bit. And whenever you bag your fish or plants or whatever, you need to keep in mind how big your box is going to be, because if you don't, then you may end up making it too big and you got to redo it. So there's that. I left a little bit of give to this so that if it does get smashed by some chance or whatever, it'll like impact it a little bit and it won't like pop it, because it's not super tight. For insulation today, I mean, you can use newspaper or whatever you want for the filler, but we've got polyfill. I like using polyfill because it does cost more than newspaper, but I like using it because people use polyfill for their filters and stuff, so it's kind of just giving away something else. that people can make use of. So that's why we like doing that. And we're just going to put it down in here snugly. And we'll put a little bit on the top, make sure it's covered all the way around. Polyfill. And this one's going up to New York where it's cold, so that's why we've got insulated box. With most plants, like if the weather is calm, if it's mild, if it's not like, you know, if it's not below freezing and not like over 75 or so, you can get away with not insulating. But we like doing this just to be safe in most cases. But if the weather's good, we don't go through all this to do it because there's really no point in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to take, this is something that we do, but we're going to put this on here. And this is just a little note that we do that kind of explains what the insulation material is and that they can reuse it rather than throw it away. So we're going to put that in there. Also, we've got an invoice. Always, if you've got multiple things that you sell or whatever, it's a good idea to go ahead and print out invoices for each one. That way you can double check and make sure you got, you know, what you're supposed to have in there. And it'll help you keep it organized. Like that. And we'll just put the invoice right on top. Just like that. And then we're going to tape it. I didn't mean to do that, but it works. You just tape it and then put your label out, put your label on it, and that's pretty much it. So that's an insulated fish box or plant box right there. So it's that simple. It doesn't take long to do once you get really, you know, really proficient at it. But hopefully this will help you guys, and if not, then sorry, buy your boxes somewhere else or whatever. But anyway, all right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peabody'sParadise.com. And if you want to learn about all different other kinds of things, good night.